Can a fun-to-play budget deck compete and beat the latest meta decks? If so, what would the deck build consist of? And what would be the tactical gameplay strategy to win? Stay tuned, as I'll cover the best and most fun-to-play budget decks to build and win with. Hi, I'm Insane Writer. Welcome to the channel, Budget Gamer. It's no secret that budget decks, which are defined as decks with 1, 2, and 3 diamond cards only, not only can compete with the meta decks, but can consistently win as well. Let's take a look at the top 3 best and most entertaining to play budget decks as of the release of the A2 card set. For those who just want deck build details, I'll provide that information initially in the respective section of the video. Deck build details are also listed in the video's description. For those wanting to learn play strategy, I'll cover key tactical gameplay tips after the deck build. And for those of you who want the full immersive 3-star experience, I'll provide a gameplay match with tactical play narration. Chapters will be included to identify the start of each section. Now that I've covered the format and presentation sequences of the video, let's get started. And at number 1, let's take a look at one of the best and most fun to play budget decks, the Skarmory Magnezone deck. This deck is highly competitive and tournament tested. As a matter of fact, it's doing very well and placing high in many of the latest tournaments over the past few weeks. This deck brings the heat, and with the heat, you'll have a great time putting the smackdown on every deck that gets in your way. Here is the build to this tournament-ready budget deck. Magnemite A2 times 2. Magneton A1 times 2. Magnezone A2 times 2. Skarmory A2 times 2. Heatran A2 times 1. Pokemon Communication times 1. Pokeball times 2. Giant Cape times 2. Rocky Helmet times 2. Professor's Research times 2. Sabrina times 1. And Cyrus times 1. Deck build keys include making sure you have the correct Magnezone pre-evolution selected. This includes the A2 Magnemite, which uses colorless energy for its attack. The A1 variant of Magneton is needed and is key to powering up Magnezone. The A1 Magneton powers itself up using its Volt Charge ability. No need to have lightning energy in your deck, as Magneton energizes itself. And make sure to energize up for a few turns with several lightning energies assigned, with a goal of getting in 2 to 3 Magnezone attacks. If possible, try to get those 2 to 3 lightning energies attached before evolving Magneton. After which, complete the evolution to Magnezone and start putting the smackdown on those meta decks. Skarmory is the true hero of this deck, and with 2 giant capes and 2 rocky helmets included, look to get Skarmory equipped with a Pokemon tool and attacking as quick as possible. Needing a wall Pokemon, a 3-diamond Heatran card fits this need and role perfectly. This card can also be used as a backup attacker if needed. 1 Pokemon Communication card helps with getting your Magnezone evolved quickly. Make sure not to play extra Pokemon to the bench, but instead leave Pokemon in your hand to exchange back in when using Pokemon Communication. Only play what you absolutely have to the bench. The inclusion of Sabrina and Cyrus cards gives you some flexibility for a key swap of your opponent's benched Pokemon to the active spot for hopefully a KO. You'll only run Metal Energy in this deck. With the deck build covered, let's review several key tactical gameplay strategies. The deck is about starting fast, hitting hard, and not looking back. To accomplish this, you'll need to get Skarmory to the active spot and equipped with a Pokemon tool. Get this done as quick as possible. The preference would be to get Skarmory to the active spot initially with a Rocky Helmet. This gives the potential of doing 50 points of damage for your turn, plus 20 more for each of your opponent's turns. Your goal is to get an early match KO while Skarmory is active. Heatran is also included in the deck to provide wall resistance if you are having issues getting Skarmory active and tooled up early. With either Skarmory or Heatran active initially, focus to get Magnezone evolved and powered up as quick as possible. Once Magnezone is ready, time your attacks accordingly based on your energy allocated. Magnezone loses a lightning energy with each attack, and at least one energy of lightning is needed to attack. If you can move Magnezone to the active spot with enough energy to last for a few rounds of attacks, look to score the remaining KOs needed to win. Now that we've covered the deck build and tactical gameplay strategy, let's go dominate a match. Okay, here we are with the #1 top budget deck. I call it the budget tournament deck because it's tournament tested and ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and queue up an opponent. At a high level, my goal is to get Skarmory with a Pokemon tool attached to the active spot and start hitting hard, strong, and fast. Ultimately, I'd like to score a KO, all the while powering up Magnezone and having enough energy on Magnezone to get the other 2 KOs. Alright, so I got a Magnemite that I'm going to have to put to the front. No Skarmory, unfortunately. I'll go ahead and hit Start Battle. Bidoof on the other side. I see Dark Energy over there. And of course, Bidoof is a colorless energy attacking Pokemon. Let's see what type of dark energy Pokemon are going to be coming my way. Okay, good start there. Little Rocky Helmet as well. And with that, I get my first opportunity here. I'll go ahead and start with a Pokeball. There's a Skarmory, so we'll take that. And with that, I've got another Pokeball. Let me go ahead and throw that one down. Another Skarmory. I'd really like a need of Magnezone, so maybe I can get a Pokemon communication and see if I can't make something happen. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and place this energy here. And I'm going to go ahead and retreat back, put Skarmory to the front. I have both a cape and a helm. That particular Pokemon's going to need 2 energy to attack. And I think I'll go ahead and put down a helmet on Skarmory as a preference. And I've got this other Skarmory. I got another cape. I've got some potential there, but I really want to try to fish for my final evolution. So I'm going to go ahead and end my turn there. We'll see how it goes. Unfortunately, I didn't get Skarmory out of the gate, so I've had to do a little table rework here to get it to the active spot. I do have Magneton, and I'll start that evolution process. Alright, so we got an evolution in the back over there, and with that, it's my turn. We'll get this evolution going over here. With that, we will do a Volt Charge. And I think what I'll do is I'll put this point of energy on my Magneton. I'm not convinced it's a 2 attack with that helm. It'll bring me down to 60. I'm not convinced I should attack right now. So I'll go ahead and end my turn. Gonna be fishing for that Magnezone. I'd like to get that Magnezone active and ready and rolling. Alright, let's see what they got to fire up here. That Bidoof is going to need a total of 2 energy to retreat. Whether that's through assigned energy, a leaf, X speed. Alright, so there's a communication. So I'll go ahead and throw out the communication. I'm going to donate this Skarmory that's going to go back into my deck, and I'm fishing for a Magnezone. And unfortunately, I didn't get it. But I won't play that Magnemite, just in case I pull another Pokemon communication. I want to be ready to go there with Pokemon I can donate. Alright, so I would like to have hit hard and strong, but that Bidoof is with the Rocky's helmet Says flip a coin for each Pokemon you have in play. Let's go ahead and each damage. That's that one. Each heads. All right, let's go ahead and throw down attack because I'm almost actually ready to go back there. So we'll be 10 short. This will bring me down to 60. I can at least chase after that card now. And I do. I just need that Magnezone. I'm ready to go. Hoping to pull that Magnezone soon. Little professor's research by my opponent. And let's see. Okay, so they've got 2 evolutions in the back there. Looking pretty good. They are going to X-speed back. And let's see how this goes. Group beat down from Toxicroak. A little fossil on the bench as well for them. They're going to flip a coin. For every Pokemon, they'll get 40 damage for each hit. Wow, you can't complain with that. That was an amazing coin flip. And with that, I'm going to be in a little world of hurt. Let's see if we can make something happen. I'm going to go ahead and bring Magneton to the front. I'm going to really hope and get a clutch draw here. And I did. Thank goodness. So we'll go ahead and do a Volt Charge. And we'll put a point of energy down. And, of course, we're going to have to put something... Well, I won't even put anything down on the bench yet that they could Sabrina back in. So with that, let me go ahead and attack. I would have liked to have got that KO with the Skarmory, but it didn't happen. That ties the matchup at 1 by Doof back to the front. Still sitting on 4 energy. I've got 2 lightning, so I think I have enough for 3 attacks here. See if Magnezone can come clutch and get 3 good attacks all in a row. All right, so I'm going to go and put this point of energy here. And with that, you know, that Toxicroak back there is going to have 4 coin flips. So 40 is 120. And let's see here. I could... Well, I'll go ahead and put this cape on and push it to the limits. And with that, we're just going to make the gamble. We'll see how this works out. I'll go ahead and attack. So my Magnezone is within KO range. That'll give me 2, but if they can't come through with the coin flips, then basically this will be match. So gonna live or die by the coin flips here. I'll give them their opportunity for 2 energy. Gonna throw down a cape as well. That brings them down to 110. That's exactly my striking range. And let's see how it goes. They only have 3 flips, though, because they did lose the 1 to a KO. So that's going to keep me alive. Not to mention a tails, a heads, and a heads. So with that, we've got a match. I'll go ahead and just throw this down. It's 110 points. I don't even need to worry about anything else. And with that, we got a win. All right, a little less than the normal convention to get it done. I did try to get the KO with Skarmory. I fell a little bit short. I was able to get Magnezone fully evolved with a clutch draw to let me have that evolution, and of course powered it up. I was able to get 3 consecutive attacks at 110 and basically earn 3 KOs. So thanks for tuning in, and as always, let's battle.